These are 24 VR games that are absolutely dominating the meta store right now. Whether you're slicing beats, dodging bullets, or flinging yourself through physics chaos, this is a list that everybody is playing, and the most popular game on this list will surprise you. And do you want 10% off any game in the Quest library? Just enter promo code VRLAD at checkout. It's that easy. So at number 24 is Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, which is a VR horror experience based on Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. Players complete classic and original minigames while surviving terrifying animatronic encounters. Next, we have Gym Class Basketball, which is a highly realistic sports simulator featuring basketball, baseball, and football. You can play on NBA licensed courts or MLB ballparks using true-to-life physics for shooting, passing, dunking, and more. Then we've got Pavlov Shack, which is a team-based multiplayer VR shooter with intense realistic weapon handling. It includes over 65 interactable weapons, attachments, and various game modes like 5v5, Search and Destroy, and supports intensive community mods. So next, we've got Newton's Playground, which is a physics-driven VR sandbox allowing you to build anything from drivable bathtub cars to custom physics-defying weapons. This game offers boundless creativity and chaos in an advanced dynamic playground. Next, we've got Job Simulator, which is a humorous VR simulation where players perform comical takes on everyday jobs in a futuristic 2050s archives. At 19, then we got Orion Drift, which is a sprawling social sports VR game set in a massive seamless space station housing up to 200 players. You can run, climb, jump, skate, fly, and engage in dynamic activities. At number 18, we got Super Hot VR. Everybody's heard of this game. It is a multi-award winning VR first-person shooter with time advantage only when you move. You dodge bullets, grab weapons, and navigate chaotic slow-motion combat in this stylish strategic action experience. At number 17, we got Roblox VR, where you explore and create immersive VR-compatible worlds alongside friends. Basically, the original Roblox in virtual reality. What can go wrong with this? At number 16 is Real VR Fishing. This allows you to relax and hone your angling skills in an immersive environment, and you can progress from casual angler to master fisherman, where you can customize your avatar, build a personal aquarium, and unlock rare fish to display. Next is the John Wick Simulator Hard Bullet, which is a physics-based shooter set in a neon-lit city where hordes of enemies attack, and you can use slow motion, jumps, dual wheels, leg kicks, vicious punches, and massive arsenals of weapons. At number 14 is Rec Room, which is a social VR hub offering voice-to-text chat, user-generated rooms and games, creative tools like the Maker Pen, and visual coding. At number 13, we got I Am Cat, which is a whimsical sandbox VR adventure that transforms you into a mischievous cat exploring Granny's house, offering playful, feline focus, exploration, and antic. Next up is Yeeps 2.0, which is a creative and chaotic VR sandbox with multiple multiplayer modes, including hide and seek, prop hunt, PvP team battles, and world building alongside friends. So next we got Ghost of Tabor, which is an extraction style VR first-person shooter combining PvP and PvE elements. Players must scavenge, loot, craft, and survive intense tactical scenarios inspired by the likes of Escape from Tarkov and DayZ. So we're now in the top 10, and at number 10 we got Golf Plus, which is a VR golf experience featuring iconic courses, multiplayer options, top golf style social clubs, and competitive tour models. Off the green and then into the casino then. At number 9 we got Vegas Infinite, which is a free to play multiplayer VR casino where you can enjoy poker, blackjack, roulette, craps, slots, and access vibrant environments. No real money involved, so no gambling. Next then we got Scary Baboon, which is a wild multiplayer VR horror game where monsters hunt you down. You'll hide on shelves, swing objects like traffic cones, or even sacrifice your friend in chaotic survival based gameplay. So next at number 7 is VR Chat, which is a massively multiplayer social platform where users create and explore countless user made worlds and avatars interacting in VR or desktop mode with vibrant community creations. Number 6 then is Blade and Sorcery, which is a sandbox fighting game powered by realistic physics where VR players wield weapons and interact dynamically with the environment. And at number 5, and this is a massive surprise for all you Gorilla Tag fans, it is Gorilla Tag. We all know what Gorilla Tag is, but that's very, very low on this list, but not as low as you probably thought. So that's Gorilla Tag at number 5. At number 4, we got Bonelab, which is a physics-driven first-person shooter sandbox where players explore experimental worlds with full-body simulations using inverse kinematics and customizable avatars and full sandbox physics. At number 3 is Boxing Underdogs, which is a VR boxing simulation featuring stunningly realistic graphics and 100% physics-based gameplay for an immersive experience. At number 2 then, and the second most popular game at the moment, is surprisingly Beat Saber. We all know what Beat Saber is, so I'm not going to explain it. And at number 1 then, drum roll please, your number 1 most popular game at the moment, and to be honest quite a surprise, is Animal Company.